Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Kezza, and recently I had some success with one of my favourite decks, Cyber Dragons. It was just a local tournament. I think some of the good players were away because they were travelling to a regional the next day, but still faced some really good decks and met some really nice folks there. We did walk away 4-0 in the tournament with Cyber Dragons, so I think that's a win. That's pretty cool. But one of the things I saw in the comments though is that everyone being oh, combo video, and it's just it's Cyber Dragon. Cyber Dragons doesn't exactly have combos. You sort of get dealt the cards that you have, like every deck. It's not trying to be mysterious here, but you need to best utilize the cards in your hand to break your opponent's board in the most efficient way and kill. That's not exactly a combo. It's just being able to know your deck and know your opponent's deck's interactions and how you can best capitalize and sort of just 1-inch punch them. You don't have much room, but you are just absolutely clobbering them with the mighty Cyber Dragons. So let's get into the deck profile, and then afterwards we're going to show you some replays as to what I mean.
There will be a picture at the end of the video, but just a quick run through. So one Tcg Kaiju, Pearly is in the format, so yeah, run one, at least two. If you don't, next card up, Theron King Regulus. You can search it off Clockwork Knight, but can't afford this even after the turn. Just run a second Tcg, easy done it. In lieu of hand traps, I played 1, 2, 3 Cash Terra Fenrir. If you're forced to go first, it's another piece of interaction. It gets you another monster in hand, so you're never on card advantage. Going second, obviously it provides pressure as soon as it hits the field because they have to start negating it, otherwise you get extra cards to your hand. And if they activate anything, then you can just start clearing pesky stuff off the board like anti-spell fragrance and other things like that. So I really highly recommend this card for the deck. If you can't afford it, main deck Bestials or hand traps, really. 1, 2, 3 original recipe Cyber Dragon, great card, that's why we play the deck. 2 Galaxy Soldier. I go back and forth on playing Galaxy Soldier or not, but this build I thought, yeah, why not? Stick with the classic. 3 Core, only 1 Naxter, you can keep recycling it with this guy, 3 Hers, and that's all for the monsters. 1 Overload Fusion, this is literally just here as a target for thrust, unless you hard open to it. Board Clearers, 2 Lightning Storm and 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, all normal spells that you can search off thrust, it's great. And this deck hates back row, so yep, Duster makes sense. Lightning Storm take out back row as well. If you go against a monster heavy deck, then yeah, it's field clearer as well. Very good utility. So then I played 2 talents and 1 thrust. Well, no, 2 talents, 2 thrust. I don't know where my other thrust is. It might be in another deck box or something. So standing in, we've got 3 talents, 2 thrust. Nice enough ratio. Obviously you'd rather play this because that searches all your combo pieces. You're always getting second. Cards are great. 1 Rev System because it's great to search Monster Reborn. And also extends from your hand as well. Not a lot of people know that, but it can only extend original recipe from the hand to the field. 1 Power Bond. Look, this is just for memes. I love this card. It's so iconic from the deck. It's a normal spell card which you can search off thrust. If everything's gone to pot, you can just Power Bond into it. I'm not running the Chimera package because that is just so... yikes. I don't like it. But 1 Power Bond. And it's memes as hell. I love it so much. But yeah, if you don't like it, yeah, switch to Change Your Heart, I reckon. 3 Cyber Emergency, 3 Machine Dupe. You'd rather not thrust for it, but sometimes you do, and sometimes it wins you the game. Great card. 1 Repair Plant to search for your Kaijus or your Galaxy Soldiers, and then 3 Clockwork Knight, literally a board clearer and pumps you guys up. That extra, do not underestimate that plus 500, because if you've got monsters and they've got monsters, so it's plus 500 to you and minus 500 to your opponent, so it's effectively a plus 1000, but yeah, still good. It's very, very good card. And then why this deck cracks so much ass at the moment, and that is 3 Duality. don't need to explain that card. It is great. Helps recycle stuff from your graveyard back to your extra deck. Draws you a card, pushes for OTK very easily. It's just all around great. Extra deck, 1 El Mirage, 1 Anima, 1 Azalea, 1 Tcg. Core shenanigans and protect your board. Anima, it does come up if you're not locked into machine monsters just yet. Azalea, it is a machine monster, just needs either 2 lights and or dark monsters. You can normally have quite a few spells in the graveyard as well, so this gal, is going to be sticking around for a while, and her battle effect is really effective. And 1 Cyber Dragon Seeger, literally for just like pushing for game with Rampage Dragon. We've got 2 Nova, 2 Infinity, 1 Zeus. So you're normally going to be going through these guys through normal lines, in which case Zeus is a great follow-up if you don't kill your opponent, because a one-off Infinity negate is not that great, but if you have a Zeus with like 2 board wipes, that is far more devastating than that. So really good. I feel like this is like the second Infinity is probably your flex spot, and I'll explain why. So 1 Nova, 1 Infinity, great. That's to set up a negate, steal board, and push for game. If you don't survive, or they still, if your opponent survives, then this is more than likely turning into a Zeus, or you're leaving the Infinity up for that negate on your opponent's turn there, because they're probably out of resources there. On the crackback though, if they come back and kill you, you're going to want the Infinity in the grave as an option for Naxter, but if you went through like your Galaxy Soldiers turn 1, but you didn't get your machine dupe turn 2, and then suddenly you can machine dupe, or even the other way around, Nova provides a second Nova provides a really great option for like trying to OTK your opponent, because like 21 from that and then 42 from that should be game. So if you need to a second Infinity, you're probably going to just Naxter it back and then steal away. So yeah, optional. Could be a second Rampage Dragon, could be Pleiades, could be, I don't know, another Link monster or something, who knows. But I think that's your 1 flex spot there. 1 flex spot there. The extra deck. Rest of it, 1 Rampage Dragon, could easily be 2 Rampage Dragons, but we're playing Overload, so you definitely need it for that. But the only other time that a second one would come up is for some reason you need to what is it? If for some reason you need to duality into this off a normal Cyber Dragon just to get your plays going. So yeah, normal summons special Cyber Dragon, duality into this, dump hers, dump core, hers add back the core, and then normal summon core, and then start your plays from there. So, can happen. 1 Twin, this is going to win you most games by being special summoned off Duality and Fortress Dragon. It's great, it's so easy, and pressuring your opponent with a 2800 attack monster and possibly 56 damage in the battle phase is huge. 1 Mega Fleet, because coolness. And pairing with Mega Fleet, we've both got Cyber End Dragon and Cyber Eternity Dragon. Again, maybe another flex spot. I love Cyber End because it's iconic. Cyber Eternity is obviously just better, quote marks. But yeah, sometimes 4000 piercing does come up and steals games, especially with time being so relevant. But I don't know, you shouldn't be going to time with this deck because it's either win fast or lose fast deck, so there. Side deck, I don't know, like 2 Nibiru's, Dragon Package, so Magnemute, triple Druiswim because they're pretty relevant against Unchained. 1 Fantastical Dragon Phantasme, you know, just to fix hand, stop protection, get targeting protection and stuff. 3 Joel, nice and high impact, so only against certain decks though, so you just side that in if you need it, otherwise don't bother. 1 Change of Heart, swap the Power Bond out of the main deck for that if you don't like Power Bond. 3 Rivalry, I think this is like one of the better floodgates of choice for the deck. The other is probably anti-spell, but if you don't kill, if you go first, build your board, and they crack your board, the deck is so spell reliant that the anti-spell is just going to hold you back. So Rivalry, I've got a soft spot for that. And especially like some matchups you can, especially if the monsters are really sticky, you can like side in the Rivalry going second, and then if you don't kill them, flip up the Rivalry and like clear like another bit of their board there. 15th card, Cybernetic Overflow. It's good going first. Quote, 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 quote again. But it depends how you play. I'm really on the fence about this card. It can sometimes be really good, like blowing, especially against back row decks, just blow them out. But otherwise, it's just searchable, like 1-for-1 interruption normally. But yeah, that's the deck list. Let's get into the combos. Cool, so our first matchup we've got is against Sword Soul. So, yep, pretty good hand. We've got Fenrir, Core, Rev System, Overload, and Repair Plant. So, got Fenrir as our breaking board card, and then we've got a whole bunch of stuff just to throw into them there. And they've got opened no hand traps, but a lot of good Sword Soul stuff, so let's just watch what happens. So, yeah, normal tuner plays from them, Monk at higher for some reason. I mean, it's the AIs, so stupid robots make stupid plays. Whatever. These replays more about just like getting like an idea about what the opponents, like how you should be processing about like boards anyway. So yeah, like I said, there's not so much like Cyber Dragon combos. This is all about like just getting your mindset about where to interact and what to hit your opponent with. So yeah, obviously we start with the Fenrir there. Ooh, Fenrir effect. That's going to bait out the Chi Shell. Cool. Drop the core surge, eats an infinite permanence. But yeah, stupid AI hit the blackout here, chaining two of the impermanence, which means that our core's actually going to be able to resolve because it's not in the field anymore when permanence tries to. Which, I mean, that wouldn't have stuffed us anyway because we still have like the overload and the rev system there. So had this not gone through, we could still just link it off, go into Repair Plant, play for Galaxy Soldier, and discard the hearse. So we weren't completely stuffed there. Anyway, that clears us up. We get a search. Repair Plant now. Galaxy Soldier. Galaxy 1-2. Galaxy discard the Cyber Dragon. Overflow for Nova. Nova effect. Special summon back Cyber Dragon. Infinity suck up the big annoying guy. Link to Mega Fleet. Bring back for Cyber Dragon. The reason we did that is because now we've got Overflow, which can pop up the Tcg, so we're going to have 3 attacks at 4,200 plus the Infinity hit. So yeah, that's easy clap game. Boomf. 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 There you go. Okay, this one we're against the AI again, but we're against full power tier elements actually. Like this has got like 3 of the shufflers, 3 of everything, so should be interesting. We should, in theory, get waxed, like, because like just the sheer power of the deck, like doesn't matter what the AI does, it's still going to be like really fucking good. Really fucking good. Unmanaged. Yeah, I mean, we go through all the stuff that we haven't seen since last year, like with Kick Carlos. Firing shots everywhere. The Baron, Kick Carlos, and Kick Carlos. No more for them. So we're just sitting there waiting, letting our opponent think. Really good strategy with Cyber Dragon is like, you obviously can't mislead your opponent by saying that you've got hand traps or you've got interaction, but like just taking pauses, making noises can sort of make your opponent think, do they have something? I don't know. Yeah. So we're looking at here, we've got nothing in hand, but we do have the Ru Carlos, Kit Carlos, Baron, and this Shaylin hanging out doing nothing. Anyway, we Clockwork Knight because otherwise, if his only interaction for that would have been the Baron anyway, which if you let that through, any monster just like wipes their board for free. Anyway, discard those. Hers search, cool. So now we hers talents to take. Thank you for Ru Carlos. Get thrust into our duplication. With this one here, we probably should have gone Regulus first before normal summoning the Naxter, just in case anything happens. So did that the wrong way around. So set up your negates first, then before going into your power play of the normal summon and duplication, if you can. Cool. Only brings out one because we're an idiot. But he put his Kit Carlos there, so that means we're in Anima Zone. Infinity suck up Baron. And yeah, this should be well and truly a game again. Easy claps, eh? Now I thought to show another one against that Tier Element deck, just because of the sheer power that it has, and like, it just creates a lot of like really complex like game states and interactions for you. Because like, you know, like you're like when you're at the gym, you're always going to be trying to lift heavier and heavier weights. So when you do like actually have to lift something at your own like sort of pace, like you can easily do that. So if we keep playing against something strong here and breaking boards with Cyber Dragon, then obviously it's going to be good for when you're going up against lesser decks there. So it does a whole lot of stuff. Very similar to last game, except no Baron this time. We've got the Kaleido Heart and the Rue Carlos there. So start again with Clockwork Knight. Forced to green there. Green bring back orange. Elf bring back orange. We drew the regular, so we couldn't start anything with that, but it does eat out the Rue Carlos negate. Ugh, yuck. Dragon Septalia. So yeah, that's going to stop our Cyber Dragon searching, but remember that Dragon Septalia only negates the activated effects. Cause passive effect to always be considered Cyber Dragon is not negated, so we can still machine dupe it. So down come 2 Cyber Dragons, overlay into Nova, detach. Nope, here's the Shuffler. But, you know, silly idiot, we've still got at least 2 Cyber Dragons in there for our overloads, so that's good. Nova eats that very delicious Kaleido Heart there, link off with the Elf into the Mega Fleet, so we're still really good. Here comes the Overload. Cool. Doesn't hit anything off there. Well, they hit the Rhino Heart, but they've got nothing in hand. But Rampage Dragon. This is where I forget something because I'm an idiot. I was hoping to just clear the board and just leave them with Rue Carlos, but I forgot that this protects all other Aqua monsters from being destroyed by battle, so yeah. Forced to waste an attack there, which means that they do get to live this turn. But it's fine because we just leave. And also as well, I forgot to Rampage Dragon pop the field spell. Yeah, here I am playing awfully and trying to teach you guys how to do stuff. But yeah, I mean, because like any mill or anything, like shuffle back next turn, that's just going to be a pop and just force extra stuff on our turn here. But they just draw into a Shaylin with nothing to discard, so that's good. They whack over our Infinity. But I mean, like, this is still easy game. Duality, shuffle something back so we can like Mega Fleet them again if they happen to survive one more time. Yeah, cool. So again, this is also highlights as well where like running a second Nova is better than running like 1 Nova and 2 Infinity. Because Infinity's in the graveyard, we could have special summoned that out if we want, but here we're just going to go make a second Nova play to bring back stuff and hit them for a ton of damage. Cyber End over the top, Cyber Dragon, and then damage step, Nova, boom, 42, 21, easy peasy, eh?
And we're back. So yeah, those are some of the replays. Sorry, it's like not against like quality opponent or something, but it sort of shows you like my thought process when you're like playing against an opponent and like what are the sort of like interactions and plays you should be looking for there. But yep, if you guys want more Cyber Dragon content, just let me know down in the comments. I believe that's something people do and say, isn't it? But yeah, really though, stoked to be able to play my favorite deck again. It's a weird format at the moment where like we've just had a ban list, no real product to really shake things up, so everyone's sort of like and yeah, so obviously fall back on the mighty Cyber Dragons. Yep, they're my go-to. Anyway guys, take care, ka kite, and thanks for watching.